Welcome to Family Basics 101. I'm Dr. Bruce McClure, and as we begin a new series entitled Men Are From Heaven and Women Are From Heaven, we will look at 5 different components of this topic. Monday today, we'll talk about the body of a woman. On Tuesday, we will talk about the desire of a man. On Wednesday, we will discuss the body of a man. On Thursday, we will look at the emotions of a woman. And then on Friday, we will talk about the fulfillment of man and woman. Let's begin our 5-part series by first looking at a myth that has really taken off and in many estimations has almost done a disservice to the relationship of men and women. John Gray's 1990s Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus was one of the best sellers, and it was on the bestsellers list for 127 consecutive weeks, and it sold over 7 million copies. In that book, Gray suggests that men and women are from 2 different planets that are worlds apart. If you were looking at a map of the universe, you would see the sun, the planet Mercury, and then you would see the planet Venus, and then you would see Earth, and then on the other side of Earth, you would see Mars. So picture, here is the planet Venus, here's the planet Earth, and then here is Mars. So space-wise, men are from over here, and women are from a different space. Let's talk about that for just a few seconds. Purdue University's professor of communications, Dr. Irina McGeorge, stated in the Purdue University News, February of 2004, that to the contrary, men and women are not as distant as John Gray's book suggests. In essence, what has been shown through research is that men and women are more similar than different. If women are from Venus, then Venus is similar in size and mass to the Earth, but has an atmosphere mainly of carbon dioxide gases. So what that suggests is that if women are from Venus, then they are full of toxics. I don't believe that. And most scholars do not believe that. Most biblical passages will contradict that. Because of its fixed blanket of clouds, heat is forever trapped in Venus, creating a continual surface temperature, hot enough to melt lead. So if women are from Venus, then women, by the mere nature of their origin point, in terms of what is suggested by John Gray, they are really dangerous to be around. And I'm sure most women who are tuned in would disagree with that premise. There are 9 basic components to the female body, and later we will talk about the basic components to a male's body, and you draw the conclusion of how variated they are. In the female body, you have a skeletal system. In the female body, you have a muscular system. In the female body, you have a digestive system. In a female body, you have the lymphatic system. You have the endocrine system. You have the nervous system. You have a cardiovascular system. You have a reproductive system. And you also have a urinary system. Now, that's in the body of a female. But I want you to think through that. Is there anything just by nature toxic about that? Is there anything by nature destructive about the body of a female? Is there something about the physical makeup of the female that is just by nature itself destructive? We want you to really understand that men and women are not as different as people would make you believe they really are. And because of the formation of the thought patterns of the world, it has really served to create more of an unnecessary strife between the male and the female than necessary. In the book of Genesis chapter 2, verses 21 and 22, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. If men are from Mars and women are from Venus, then I want you to see that God saw they are not that much different one from the other, because he will take one supposedly from one planet and then he creates another like him, and he doesn't put them in separate places in terms of planets apart. In fact, he puts them together. He puts them together with the idea that they are more similar than alike. I mean, Adam is already in an arena where everything is different. Plants are different. Animals are different. Birds are different than Adam. Those things are from a different place, let's say. So Adam is there by himself, like himself. And it's through the wisdom of God to make someone physically that looked like him. And because of that, God will make the woman, the Isha. He will make this person in the form of the Ish, the ruddy man. So when Adam sees the woman, he actually calls her the woman. It's the feminine form of him. That's what God did. He didn't make them separate in terms of miles and hundreds of thousands of miles apart from each other. He made them close enough so that they could communicate. They could visually relate to one another. And there was to be a closeness between the two of them. Look at Genesis 3, verse 20. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. That word Eve, Hava, it literally means life. Adam says she's life. But according to, if women are from a distant planet, they're toxic. Let's choose to believe that men and women are from heaven. They're not from Venus, and they're not from Mars. We'll talk in more detail about the thinking and the emotion of women tomorrow. I'll see you back in class. Don't be late, and don't skip class.